Hello everybody, welcome to OTC Fish Keeper. And today I thought, I think I'll show you the way that I remove my super red bristlenose pleco babies from their cave. Since it happens to be time to do so, seems like a good time. So what I did here is I've got in this tank right here, one of my 125s. I've got 4 super red bristlenose that I bought. And of the 4, I bought them when they were young. I had to grow them up for about 6 or 8 months, and then ended up with 1 male and 3 females. And of course the male you can tell because he's got the longer bristles on the nose. And he's turned out to be a good dad. He takes good care of the kids. And the only thing in this tank right now is 1 angelfish that I haven't paired up with another angelfish, and I'm working on soon. And then the super red bristlenose. So now he's given me 4 batches of babies, and unfortunately for them, it's batches I've been learning on. The first batch I got 28. Put them in with a tank with a whole bunch of bronze cories, thinking that they'd be fine because they were pretty similar in length, although the cories were bulkier. And they all seemed to die out. I got 1 or 2 left in there, and the rest have all died off. So that was a mistake. In the second batch, I let him raise them up till they get to be decent size, and the second batch I waited literally 1 day too many because I checked at night before I went to bed and they were in there. I woke up in the morning, came down, and they were all gone. And I don't know what happened to them because I've never seen them in this tank again. I don't know if the angelfish can eat them. Don't know what happened there. So the next batch, I got them, and I waited 1 day before too long, and there was only 8. But all 8 are doing good, and I got them in their own set tank all by themselves, and they're doing great. And these are actually going to go in that same tank. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let me show you their little cave here, and we'll get going. Okay, so these are their caves. I gave them a variety there, and I put them in different locations. Got the triangle one, it's the curved one. Got the curved one over here with the fake grass on it and stuff. And it turns out they like the triangle one best. Of course, that's the one I liked aesthetically the least. But you know what? After the moss started growing on it and the babies started coming out of it, I started liking that one. And you probably see just the tip of the tail of the male there. He's still protecting the babies. And we're going to get them out today, and we're going to see how they're doing. There's one of the females that's come out over here. She's kind of hiding under the log here, which they do well. They're looking really good, really pretty fish. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the next step going, and then we can get these babies out of this cave here. Okay, I like to start with a white bucket here. I have a dark blue bucket as well, but the white bucket is beneficial because it makes it much easier to see the babies because they're pretty small and they blend in pretty well in dark surfaces. So I'm going to fill this bucket up to about twice the height of the cave that I'm going to use to shake out the babies in. So that'll only take me a couple seconds here. And I get that all filled up there. Perfect. Time to get the babies out. Okay, so I pull the cave out, and then you just kind of let the water run in and out, and the babies will come out with it. Usually the male doesn't come out. I haven't had the male come out yet. See a couple of them there. There's a few of them. Yeah, I see a dozen or more, maybe 2 dozen even. And this male's proved to be a really good daddy. I'm very happy with that. Just up to me to make sure I get the babies out in time. Otherwise, I don't know, they disappear. I don't know if they're going into the filter, if the angelfish is eating them. I don't imagine the Plecos are eating them. So yeah, it looks like there's at least a couple dozen there. I forgot my flashlight, so I'm going to grab that real quick and see if I can see any more in the cave. Yeah, it looks like he does have quite a few more in there still. He's tough to get them from. The very first time I pulled him out, he kept 2 of them that I couldn't see because he can protect them. And I left those 2 in there. I was going to let them grow up naturally, but they also disappeared along with everybody else. So, see if I can see anybody. Males all the way up there in the front. Can't quite tell. There could be 1 or 2. I'll give it a couple more shakes, and then if this doesn't get them all, then tomorrow I will try again and see if I can get some more. So I'm going to put this back in here to make sure the same side goes up as before, which with the moss on there, it's nice and easy to tell. As you can see, got quite a few babies out of that. Yeah, there we go. So you can see we got probably a couple dozen there. And there's probably a few more still in the tank there. Kind of need a third hand. It's two hands just not quite enough. But yeah, that's a nice batch. And now actually the hard part starts. Oh, they are beautiful. Look at this. Oh, I'm very happy. Anyway, I've got to get them out and put them in their new home, their new temporary home, which is this breeder box. And it's real nice because it's got fresh water coming in, a little screen to prevent it from letting the babies escape, but at the same time the water can, so you got a steady stream of fresh water. And in fact, right next door here, those 8 that I was telling you about before are still here. They're doing really nicely. They're looking really pretty. And I like this breeder box because I can make sure that everybody gets food right in front of their face, at least for the first couple of weeks. These guys are actually about ready to go into the tank, so pretty soon I'm going to release them. Such a small number. And yeah, and then we'll see what happens. But meanwhile, I'm going to get these other. I'm going to put them all in the same tank, and then if I get more, just to make sure I don't overcrowd this tank, I'll start another tank with them. So let's go ahead and start pulling them out. And this is the hard part because they have, as everybody knows, they have little suction cups, and they will use those to hold onto that bucket, and it will be a battle to get them all out of there. So here we go. Okay, so initially I'm going to use my little plastic cup here to try to get some out. You got to be real careful where you lay the cup to make sure that there's nobody laying there. You don't want to squish anybody. And because of the suction, like I said, it's hard to get them. But if you can get them worked up a little bit, moving around, then you can use the cup itself to pull them in there. And if you can get a clear spot, then you can also use the area to try to steer them into the cup, but it's hard to get an area that big initially. And it just takes a lot of patience. You just got to start by going around. Here we go. I've got one. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, I got 2. I got one in my hand. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he must have stuck himself. Well, I'm going to have to put him away right away, and then I'll show you different ones because I don't want him stuck to my hand. I want him in the bucket. So okay, so I got the one off my hand. He's in there. And now here's the one I caught. Don't know if I can show that or not. My light's not good enough. Yeah, there he is in the corner. So I'm going to get him in there. And the cool thing is I can count them like this. You can barely see him, but he's right below my finger there. You can count them like this, but at the same time it takes a while because they stick to the sides and the bottom and they will not let go. So let me go ahead and work on this, and then I'll show you whenever I get them all in there. I discovered I didn't have my lights on, so here we go. That's a little bit better view with the light on. A couple dozen baby Plecos spinning around. I got 2 out so far, and they are tough. Boy, they are just very tough to get out of there. When they decide they want to stay, they stay. So it turns out there were 40 in that first batch, and I went and checked thinking the male might have 1 or 2 left, but no, he had 10 left. There's 10 more in here. So far with these I'm up to 50, which is a fantastic batch of super red bristlenose. So yeah, so far I'm really happy with this batch, and they look fantastic. So time to get these 10 out. Okay, so I finally got them all out, and it took me 4 tries. I thought there was 20, 25, 30 maybe in there. Turns out I had an unbelievable batch of 64. And this is the 4th batch the super red bristlenose had given me. And it was a lot. It's taken me a while. I've been at this for an hour now at least, because like I said, they can stick to the sides and the bottom of the bucket. And yeah, here's a bunch of them right here, looking just fantastic. I'm very happy with their condition and their size, and they've got a real good dad in there. So I'm real happy with his ability to take care of his babies, at least until they leave the cave. When they leave the cave, I guess that one angelfish in there just sucks them up because they are small enough for that. And yeah, so it took me 4 tries. I got 40 on the first try, and then 10, and then 11, and he still had 3 in there. And the reason I want to get all of them out is because if I don't, then he's going to keep taking care of them, and he's not going to start flirting with the ladies again. And I only have 1 male in there, which is great because there's no fighting. But at the same time, you know, I'm not going to get multiple batches. Although I have heard from somebody, I don't know if this is true. If you know if it's true, tell me in the comments. I'd appreciate that. But I've heard that if there's multiple females, that one male can get multiple females to lay eggs in his cave at the same time. And these girls were all pretty interested in him whenever he was freed up again. So I've got him in this little breeder box. And it's got a little water inlet, and it's I've got it on very slowly because I want to acclimate them very gently to the water. Just goes up, put some water in, water flows out, and then after tomorrow, after they've got fully acquainted with the new water, then I'll turn it on high and give them a good flow, which is kind of like what I've got going over here with this tank. And if you want to see what the babies look like after just about 3 weeks, these guys are about 3 weeks older than those, and yeah, look at the size of these guys compared. Just beautiful. And these are from the same father for sure. I have no idea which one is their mother because there's 3 females in there. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way these guys are turning out, and really enjoying doing the bristlenose. I've also got lemon blue-eyed bristlenose Plecos, which is a mouthful, and getting those going. Eventually I hope to get my zebra Plecos going, and also I've got some snow white Plecos, so we'll see if we can get them all going there. It'll be great to get them all at once, but it takes a long time for them to grow up. After you buy them, you're looking at 6 months to a year to get these kinds, and the zebras take like 3 years. So hey, I appreciate you guys coming along, and if you enjoy what we're doing here, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that like button for me, and then we'll keep these videos coming for you. So until next time, you guys keep on having fun, and thanks.